Hey guys, what is up? Today we are doing a Boomsday pack opening. We bought I forget what the collection was called, but the one where you get the golden Mecha Jiraxis. This is the golden legendary card that we got. Boommaster Flark, summon 402 Goblin Bombs. Now I don't know if those work in the same way that Dr. Boom does, but that looks like a really good card. So we're going to be doing an 80 pack opening. I'm really excited. I actually didn't, prepare too much for this particular expansion. There's nothing that I was going to aim to get. I just thought I'll buy the packs, I'll have some fun, I'll see what I get. So we're just going to jump straight into it because 83 is a lot of packs to open. I'm not too fussed about what I get, I'm just excited to get anything. So, in our first pack, nothing special, just all whites and a blue. I'm going to be using this to get a bit of knowledge on what the cards do and what they are, because I don't have that much, a solid understanding. Something pretty interesting is 3 Druid cards, right off the bat. So we've got summon 2/2 Trents, summon a copy of each adjacent minion. Wow. Whoa. Alright, that sounds insanely strong. And discover a mech if you have 10 mana crystals, keep all cards. That could be really good. It's a bit of a strange card though. So if we go to the next one, hopefully we get some interesting. We got an epic, so it's a great start. A ton of mechs actually, as you'd expect in Boomsday, I suppose. Thunderhead, after you play a card with Overload, summon 2 1/1 Sparks with Rush. That's okay. Probably not the best card in the world, but it seems like it might have some potential. Alright, and again, just some regulars. Topsy Turvy, 0 mana, swap a minion's attack and health. That could be really good for Priest. Biology Project, each player gains 2 mana crystals. Again, going with the Ramp Druid, that time you've got quite the cost though. Extra arms, give minions +2/+2, add more arms to your hand that gives +2/+2. That could be really good. Okay. Give a friendly minion for attack. That's a pretty strong combo card. If you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, gain 1/1. A lot of these cards seem like they have a very high situational power level, like an insanely high situational power level. Okay, so quite a few more mechs. We've got a demon, summon a copy of this minion. Not that brilliant, but maybe if you can buff it in hand, that's a pretty scary card. Cybertech Chip. Oh, it's a hunter card. Give your minions death rattle, add a random mech to your hand. I don't know that would be very good. That sounds quite weak to me. Alright, we got another epic, which is good. Oh, rare and an epic. Give the leftmost minion in your hand 2/2. Okay, so they've put some buff support in for those demons. Academic Espionage. Shuffle 10 cards from your opponent's class into your deck. They cost 1. Whoa! Oh shit! Alright, now you're playing a game of chance there, but that is nuts how powerful that is. Oh shit, okay. So a little more of the same. Voltic Burst, summon 2 1/1 Sparks with Rush, Overload 1. Spark Engine now, golden rare. Add a 1/1 Spark with Rush to your hand. They're really pushing this Spark mechanic. I haven't seen the support for it, I haven't been keeping up, but I assume there is some, because it's being pretty heavily pushed. A lot more of the same. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. Yeah, it's okay. Spark Drill Rush, Death Rattle, add 2 1/1 Sparks with Rush to your hand. Again, oh, that's awful. I think that doesn't sound very good to me. That's a very high cost. That's don't know about that. Oh, okay, guys. This is first legendary. All right, come on. What do we get? What do we get? Oh, the first legendary spell. Draw the rest of your deck. Myra's Unstable Element. There is going to be some crazy rogue decks using that card. That's pretty nuts. They've had a similar mechanic before. No, I'm thinking of something completely different. I forget it. I think it was a priest card that took your opponent's deck. But I don't know if they've ever had anything quite like that. Wow, that's pretty good. Alright, so we've got 2 rares and an epic. Research project, each player draws 2 cards. Add 2 random death roll cards to your hand. That might be okay. Rare. Battle Cry, your next spell this turn has spell damage +2. That's probably a pretty good card. It's elemental, it's synergy. Yeah, that's pretty good. Battle Cry, if you control Trent, discover a spell. That's definitely good. It's well started. Augmented Elk. Whenever you shuffle a card into your deck, shuffle in an extra copy. I don't know about the synergy for that particular card that I can think of right now. But if there is some, it's well started in its base, so it'll probably be good for Hunter if that turns out to be a reasonable mechanic. Okay, a lot more of the same. Eternium Rover. When this minion takes damage, gain 2 armor. I apologize if you can hear the clicking. I just thought then that you probably can. I've tried to fix it, but it's proving troublesome. Alright, 5. Mechano Egg. Wow, that's a really good card. Actually. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Obviously vulnerable to silence, but there doesn't appear to be a huge, silence buff in here that would make it something you carry around. Spider Bomb. Magnetic. Death Rattle, destroy random enemy minion. Magnetic. Play this to the left of mech to fuse them together. I'm going to have to see how that mechanic works in practice. Nothing too mentionable here. Astral Rift, add 2 random minions to your hand. That kind of sounds a bit awful for mage. I don't know that you'd want that, but who knows, maybe there's some crazy combo you can pull off with it. And again, nothing too nuts. Piloted Reaper, Death Rattle, summon a random minion from your hand that costs 2 or less. That's, well, there'll have to be some combos for that, I'm sure. Gain +2/+2 for each other Pogo helper you played this game. Wow, that could be so strong. Oh shit, that card's gonna be scary. Oh shit, that card's gonna be scary. Cosmic Anomaly, 4/3 elemental, spell damage +2. That card's pretty good, but it won't last very long. That is to say, it'll almost insta-die. Venomizer, magnetic and poisonous. And what's our rare card? Mechanical Whelp, summon a 7/7 mechanical dragon. Again, that card's probably alright. It's not overly brilliant, with the right mech synergy. But silencers seem like they'd be very, very strong against a lot of these mech cards. Wow, 3 rares. Oh, golden rare. Galvanizer, reduce the cost of mechs in your hand by 1. Probably pretty good. It's not, it's pretty awfully statted, obviously, but wouldn't be bad. And Explodinator, summon 2/02 Goblin Bombs. Alright, Goblin Bombs. Another golden, it's always nice. And a rare is nothing we haven't seen before. Gonna keep ticking through. Wow, double epic. Power Word Replicate. Choose a friendly minion, summon a 5/5 copy of it. For 5, that is a really good card. That is a really good card. Oh shit, okay. Crystallizer, Battlecry. Deal 5 damage to your hero, gain 5 armor. I can't think of anything immediately. Yeah, I don't know what you'd use that for. I'm sure there's a card I'm not thinking of, but I can't think of it. Okay, maybe for like a warrior. Warrior deck would be where that card would go. Replicating Menace, Magnetic, Death Rattle, summon 3/1/1 Microbots. That's probably not terrible, be a good arena card. Super vulnerable to clears, but nice for board buffs. So 2 cards we haven't seen here. Give a minion rush, draw a card. Don't see that being particularly good unless the specific card's picked out for it. Shrink Ray, set the attack and health of all minions to 1. Probably not bad. Probably not a bad card. Okay, so double rare. If you're holding a spell that costs, yeah, okay, we've seen most, we haven't seen this. Spring Rocket, deal 2 damage. Alright then. Pretty mediocre card, might make an okay arena card. Probably will never ever see constructed play. Oop. Let's hope we don't do that with legendary. So again, they're playing with this 10 mana crystal mechanic. If you have 10 mana crystals, gain plus 10. Whoa, okay. That is a pretty nuts card. 12/6 for 4. And even if you don't, that's pretty good. Is it mech? It's not mech, is it? No. Well, that's still pretty good if you think about it. 2/6 for 4 is certainly not bad, you know, in a pre-stack especially. Man, they have some real upside, those cards. Makaroo, summon 1/1 Joey Bot. Bomb Toss, deal 2 damage, summon a 0/2 Goblin Bomb. That might be alright as well. It's just weird for a hunter card, I think. Nothing really special here. Deal 1 damage to a minion and the minions next to it. That's not terrible, but it just is a worse version of what's it called? You know, the magic bubble 1 cost thing that does 1 to all enemy minions. I don't know why. Maybe there's a reason you don't harm them or something. But alright, so nothing special in here. Arcane Dynamo. Discover a spell that costs 5 or more. Probably not bad. The stats are really, really awful though. Like, that's a huge... Actually, now that I think about it, that probably is bad. That's a lot of downside. 2 rares. Meteorologist. Oh my god. I can't say the word right now. Meteorologist. For each card in your hand, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. That's probably crap. That's... Oh god. At best, you need to have... Sorry, at worst, you need to have at least 4 cards for that to be worth playing. I think that's a bit awful. Toxicologist. Give your weapon 1 attack. Actually, I was wrong. If you combo that with the legendary card, you'd have to keep the coin. You do some nuts damage. Wow, okay. I didn't think of that until just then. Missile launcher. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all of the characters. That's pretty crap. Not the best card, I have to say, fellas. Oh, second legendary. Boom, there it is. I've seen all of these. Come on. Myra Rotspring. Battle Cry. Discover a Death Rattle minion. Also gain its Death Rattle. That could be good. I don't know. That's not sticking out to me as amazingly good, but you know, it could be good. War Gear. Magnetic 5/5. Probably okay. Upgradable Framebot. Again, probably okay. With, you know, in the Pally deck especially. Necrium Blade. Death Rattle. Trigger the Death Rattle of a random friendly minion. They're pushing the Death Rattle mechanic again. It will probably be pretty good. It's been pretty good before. Oh my, holy shit! All right. Can't complain about that. Double Topsy. Test subject. Returning exposed cast on this minion in the hand. All right, come on. Alright, we got Subject 9. Wow, that is cool card art. I really like that. Draw 5 different secrets from your deck. What the Okay, so obviously a hunter specific card. I really like the card art, but that is weird. We got that in like, what was that, 3 packs? Close to one another. Rusty Recycler, Taunt Lifesteal 2/6 mech. Probably not that great. You'd have to really buff that to get value out of it. World Glider, summon a 0/2 Goblin Bomb, blah blah blah. What's the epic? Weaponized Pinata. Wow, I take back everything I said. This card is awesome. Look at the card art. Look at the effect. Add a random legendary minion to your hand. I'm finding a reason to play this card. That thing is awesome. That's like my favorite card art in the game. Did you see it? It's so cool. It's got little miniguns on his back. Alright, okay. Boombot. Okay, Annoyer module. Oh, okay, they're bringing out another Annoyer. Divine Shield, Taunt, as you'd expect, and Magnetic. which I really need to see in practice before I start judging it. Nothing special in this pack. Bronze Gatekeeper, Magnetic Taunt, 315. Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 ooze with Poisonous and Rush. That's probably pretty good. That's probably really good, actually. That's a strong card. Poison Rush combo is pretty scary. Steel Rager, 5/1 Rush. For 4, that's probably not a very good card. Star Aligner. If you control 3 minions with 7 health, deal 7 damage to all enemies. That is a big ask. That is a super big ask, but when it works, that is such insane value. You know, I think you'd need specific situations for that to work, because it's such a big requirement, but just a really scary card. If they make that work, they probably win with it. Nothing super new here. Spirit Bomb, deal 4 damage to a minion and your hero. Okay, again, playing off the whole Warlock benefits from hurting himself. The emo class, if you will. That was probably really offensive to a lot of people. My bad. Bulldozer, 9/7 Divine Shield. It is mech. That card's probably pretty good. The only problem is it costs so much, you know, so many resources for it. I don't know. That's a lot. It's a big request. Wow, another legendary. What's the deal? What's that? 3 and less than 10 packs? Holy crap! All right, can't complain. Nether Soul Buster. Gain 1 attack for each damage your hero has taken this turn. At already being a 1/5, that's probably really good with all those synergy cards. Wow, that's expensive. Xeric's Cloning Gallery. Summon a 1/1 copy of each minion in your deck. Ooh. Oh my god, that is a high power level card. That is so scary. I can't think immediately if that would take a lot of thought to put together a proper deck like that, but that is an incredibly intimidating card. Only one we haven't seen here, Magnetic Rush 1/1. Probably not bad. Because again, buff. Dead Ringer. Draw a Death Rattle minion from your deck. And pushing him for Priest 2, which is good. Security Rover. I missed out on the text on that one. Violent Haze. Add 2 random Death Rattles. Blah blah blah. Nothing we haven't seen. I have no idea what deck I'm going to make, to be honest. Like, I'm seeing all this stuff, and there's a couple of things that sound really fun. Oh, that's pretty good. Each player equips 2/3 weapon and gains 6 armor. That's pretty nice. Really good for control warriors, obviously. Yeah, not bad. Giggling Inventor. Summon 2 1/2 mechs with Taunt and Divine Shield. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's worth it for the stats. That's an epic and a rip. Holy shit! What the wow! Omega Medic, if you have 10 medics, will still 10 health to your hero. Again, pretty good. And an epic with it all. Wow! I don't know if I've ever had that happen before. That's a lot in one pack. Nothing new. We just skip on past, keep on opening packs. We're halfway through. A bit over halfway through. Because we started with those 3 extra packs. Again, I think we're getting to the point now where we've seen a lot of what the set has to offer. It doesn't seem like a huge card pool. Soul Infusion, it's that one. Secret Plan, discover a secret. For one, that's probably a really good card, actually. That's probably a really good card. Damage Stegatron. Again, I really like the card art. Taunt. Battlecry, deal 6 damage to this minion. You know, obviously one of those cards that with Priest could be really great. Tending Tauren. Choose one. Give your other minions 1/1 or summon 2/2 Trents. Christology. Draw 2/1 attack minions from your deck. I don't know that that's that great, because you don't actually get to summon anything. Who knows, I gotta see the 1 attack minions. Maybe if you're trying to buff mechs or something, that'd be really good. Lab Recruiter, shuffle 3 copies of friendly minion into your deck. That's a really good card. That's a really great card. And I apologise for my yawning. I have just gotten up. It is 6 AM. I was pumped to play the expansion. I got about 3 hours sleep. You know, I am in a great headspace for somebody that is in probably the worst headspace you can be in. Ectomancy. Summon copies of all demons you control. Potentially really good. Maybe a skull combination kind of card. I'm not really sure. Because I feel like by the time you're ready to use that, you're probably in a really strong spot. Another legendary. There it is. Let's have a look. Golden rare. Come on. Wow, Mechathon! If you have no cards in your deck, hand, and battlefield, destroy the enemy hero. What the fuck is that? What is with these insanely expensive, just nuts power level cards? That is cool. I'm definitely trying that. Give a friendly mech 1/1 if it has a death rattle trigger. That is nuts. What the hell? Okay, I wasn't expecting that card. I hadn't seen that. Nothing we haven't seen. Keep on opening up our packs. I think we're doing pretty well for legendary drops, actually. I haven't been keeping track because I've been so interested, but anything we haven't seen here? Oh yeah, Mulch or Rush costs 1 less for each friendly. Oh, that's probably pretty good. That's probably really good. The only problem is it'll be in a mech deck, and I don't know how that'll work with trance, but. Ugh. Elementary Reaction. Draw a card, copy it if you played an elemental last turn. Probably good. I make it simply again. Seeing some very trending mechanics throughout all of these, as you tend to. With that said, Mecha Cthulhu's a bit out of the ordinary, but I'm really excited to see somebody try that and pull it off. Be the most annoying deck in the world to play against, so I'm sure. Cloning device. Discover a copy of a minion in your opponent's deck. Probably not great. You know, the whole stealing priest mechanic thing, probably not that great. Much more of the same, as you do. A lot of these will be disenchant fodder. Anything new? No, not really. And you sort of get this way towards the end of your pack openings. You're like, oh, I've seen much of this, so try not to bore you guys, and try to do this a little more quickly. Golden rare, again, disenchant fodder. I'm not keeping that card. There's no way. A golden rare and an epic. Loose specimen. Deal 6 damage randomly split on other friendly minions. I can't think what you'd use that for. It's certainly not worth the cost on its own, really. I mean, unless you got nothing on the field, but I don't know, that's a weird card. Probably work in a deck where there's benefit to hurting your own cards, but I can't think of one immediately. And again, Star Aligner. A very interesting card, but I have no idea how you pull it off. Ha! Double rare, they're always good. Security Rover, whenever this minion takes damage, summon a 2/3 mech with taunt. 5 health, maybe if it had been 6 health, I'd be a little more confident in its ability not to die instantly, and therefore not get value. And again, the silence mechanic is a bit scary for that. Silence mechanic. An epic, replicate again. I don't mind getting a lot of those, because again, disenchant fodders are always really good. Helps you get to those decks that you want to get to. A golden rare, a Noya module, wouldn't have any other one if I could. That's brilliant. What's on next? Another golden, always nice. Lots of goldens. What are we getting here, fellas? What are we getting here? I think at this point we're all just thinking the same thing. Where are those next legendaries? Getting 2, I think, is the absolute best case scenario. I'm pretty certain that I will get 1 more, at least. Nothing new here? No. Ugh. Okay, a bit more of the same, but, you know, that's the nature of the game. And it's kind of what you want to an extent, because you need a bit of that disenchant. There's our next legendary. Boom. Anything new here? Not really. The Solarium. Draw 3 cards at the end of your turn, discard them. Probably a really good card. Actually, probably a really good damn card. Yeah, that card's amazing. Wow. For dissing, for discard Warlock, that's brilliant. For just normal Warlock, that's brilliant. Rare and an epic, and our epic is Beryllium Nullifier. Magnetic, can't be targeted by spells or hero spells. Probably good. If you can buff that card's really scary. Because it's so hard to deal with. Especially if you're a mage or something. There's no way you're going to have the field presence for that kind of thing. It's an absolutely nuts card. Nothing we haven't seen before. All kind of the same. And I'm hoping for 1 more legendary. I'm pretty sure we'll get it. I mean, in 12 packs. Be a bit unfortunate. But if we don't, it's totally fine. So we've got 10 packs left to go. Sort of skipping through more of the same, because again, it gets a little bit dull towards the end here. Which is why with those 1,000 pack openings, you really kind of have to be watching it on Twitch or something, you know, to get the atmosphere. Because otherwise, it is a very long and tedious watch. Even this, I'm not sure how long it took, but considering that it's, you know, what is it, 13 times as many as I opened, that's a pretty, you know, that's a big ask. Boom. There's, oh shit, I skipped it. Electro Storm Surge. Your next spell this turn, cast twice, 3. Ooh, isn't that good? I don't know, I can't think of it. Of what that would be really amazing for. Probably a pretty high power level card. I mean, you use that with anything. It's 3/3, the stats aren't bad. It's probably really good. And we got a golden common Gloop Sprayer. That card's interesting. I don't know if you know, if it's the best card in the world, but it'll certainly lend a lot of support to Shaman decks. There's an epic and a rare. Dream Petal Florist. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of a random in your hand by 7. It would have been better in Rogue, I think, for a combo. I can't think of what you use that for otherwise. It seems a bit strange to me, that epic. You know, it's not the shining Justicar of the Druid deck, if you will. And there is the alarm going off. I'll be back in just 1 second, guys. We've done that opening. I'm going to turn this off so I can turn that alarm off. Oh, it appears to have stopped on its own. Wow, that's great. Fantastic. That is wonderful. Alright, guys, so we're going to get the last of these packs opened, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to maybe some content of a deck I made or something like that, because I'm not going to drag this out. I'm going to show you guys what I got. Juicy Cyclone. Draw a 7, 8, 9, and 10 cost minion from your deck. Really good. Really good, I think. That's a good deck thing. And our last pack, what are the chances we got a legendary in the last one? Really bad. Alright, so that is the pack opening, guys. Storm Chaser, we didn't see that one. Draw a spell from your deck that costs 5 or more. Probably good synergy with that 3/3 legendary. Yeah, wow, a lot of those cards look insanely powerful. So I'm going to go figure out a deck to make, and I'll show you guys what I get. Alright guys, what's up? So we did make a deck. It's the template of Kangor's Endless Army, which is essentially a Paladin mech deck. It's certainly not the exact template, that's not what it is. But it's interesting. I played 2 games with it just to get a feel for it, and it's going to need a lot of adjusting, trying to figure out what mechs work, what mechs don't. I took out some of the higher end cards that aren't mechs, like Tyrion for example, just because I found them, I thought they'd be a bit sluggish, but I still have to decide on those. So as you can see, we've got a pretty good, pretty solid starting hand, and the magnetic mechanic is very, very powerful from what I've played of it so far. Of course, the decks I'm coming up against are pretty unrefined in their sort of, trail versions of their more powerful selves, but it still proved to be really, really good so far. I versed a mech warrior before and did reasonably well in that space. So I'm pretty happy with this deck, and I think it'll continue to do pretty well. Mecharoo, a nice little 1/1 start. Mech gives the magnetic bonus when it comes out. Alright. What we might do then, if they're gonna do that, do this magnetic to that. See what I mean? It's such a tough, scary mechanic to deal with. And it gives you so much of an advantage when it does come up. I'm alright with that. That's quite a bit to use. Of course, we can't let that thing get out of hand either, because it's a very, very scary card. I think that's the better card to use there. That's a really good magnetic card, because it's basically a 1/3 buff for 1, which is just a, really nuts. Oh, well, that's not very good. God, I love this magnetic mechanic. It's so good sometimes. It feels like just insane when you can... the best way you can explain it is as if you give a card charge. Almost every turn. It's really intimidating and just awesome. And there we go. He's probably pretty happy with that trade, as am I. I'm totally cool with that. That works. What do we want here? Let's do this. That's a pretty solid card, 5/7. I'm 90% sure that is a counterspell, which is fine. I don't really know how we want to go about breaking it, but we will, one way or another. Alright, don't know what this is, but we're certainly going to hit it up. Yep. Okay, that's fine. That's totally cool, I don't care. And there's the counter. Yeah, that's basically what I thought it'd be, but it was much better than wasting it on the equality combo. So as you can see, it builds you a really powerful board pretty quickly. The one thing I might add to this deck is maybe just a bit of healing, because it can be really, really good. See, this is what I mean by a charge. Now we get a 5/5, a charge, basically. Just such a scary deck. It just keeps throwing things at you, and you basically have to burn them down before they burn you down, because that's what this deck's good at, and it puts taunts in. Okay, and well, there's the victory. So I thought I'd make it a brief video, throw a duel in at the end. A really fun, really powerful deck, apparently. I'm sure it'll show me its inadequacies pretty soon. But until then, thank you guys heaps for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll leave a